Good morning, folks. This is a little old me, and this is my EDC thing because I've seen them all over the internet. So we're going to start with the bag. This is a bag I bought at Mount Equipment Co-op about 15 years ago. Still in fairly good shape. For those down south or in not Canada, Mountain Equipment Co-op, pretty good place to buy stuff. Equivalent to REI or any backpacking store. It's kind of fun. It's got a big bungee cord here in the front, mesh pouch, two on the side that I usually carry water in, a big deep pocket that goes all the way down to the bottom. It's not bad. Big pocket. This is only about 4 inches deep, and then it's got a water bladder holder in the back. So that's that. And this is all the crap I carry with me on a day-to-day basis. Now, being a Canadian, I do not carry a big knife. I carry that little bad boy there. And a little punch knife in here. But that's about it. No guns, no bullets, no anything really suspect. So, why don't we start with this. This is the ubiquitous emergency bivvy. I saw a video with someone doing one of those 10-pound challenges where he crawled into it up here in Saskatchewan. And this thing damn near killed him when he crawled into it. So now I'm thinking it should probably only be used as something where you can make like a debris bed where you cram it full of leaves or grass or stuff. So, watching someone have a miserable time in one of these things definitely changed my mind on this thing. Thank you, Sask Bushcrafter, for teaching that lesson to me. So yeah, that's in the baggie. Arse wipe. Plain and simple, if I need to be out and about longer than to need this much arse wipe, I'm in trouble anyways and should learn how to wipe my ass with a leaf. The gum, ubiquitous glow stick. I don't know why it's in there, but it was cheap. It was like 50 cents at the dollar store. And my lighter on a doohickey. You would not believe how many lighters I lose. So, this even around, I work with a bunch of smokers. They always know I have one. A little bit of electrical tape on there. And a little retractor. So, if I get lost, have to go for a walk, this gets clipped onto my clothing somewhere. This goes into the nearest pocket. Not bad. Kind of a good one. The multi-tool from Cabela's. It's all good. It was cheap. Got them on sale just before Christmas for $6, which is crazy cheap. So that was all good. This is a headlamp I've owned from Petzl, I do believe. It's one of the ones that's just a little cord in the back, not the full-out elastic. Just don't need the extra stuff. I use this for work. I use this for camping, everything like that. Got the 3 modes and all that stuff. Life is good. Take some batteries, which is why I always carry extra batteries. Yeah, I hit this thing, smacked my head into things with this thing on. Pretty good. Triple cord. This I picked up from Chapters. Works with this, works with this, works with my iPhone, works with any Android, works with my old lady's iPad. We're all good. These 2 chargers. I carry 2. I find chargers massively unreliable. Well, these are those battery pack chargers. Massively unreliable. The way it goes. But it keeps a charge. I can flicker on. Tells me it's full charge. It's not bad. Feels funky. It's got that soft covering on it. And now, this is something I just put together out of stuff within the last month. This is off of one of those little Chinese El Cheapo websites. This is one of the best ferro rod strikers I have ever found. Not like this piece of crap there on top of a little grater for creating kindling, and way better than the piece of crap that came with it. This thing is fairly good. It's not sharp, you know, I'm not going to cut myself on it, but this thing will strike a spark like no tomorrow. Also comes with a handy dandy little molly clip. So we've got that little bad boy, and then just a molly clip on there. And so that's a rubberized clip with a hard plastic backing that attaches, and you can actually pull this soft, it's just rubber, it's really easy to use. Pull it off, keep it in your pocket, or clip it onto a molly strap. Works pretty good. Now with this, I keep the ferro rod. This is the El Cheapo Coglins. Works, you know, does what it does. It's a really hard ferro rod. It'll get a ton of strikes off of it. This is a little kitchen grater. And I use this to make really fine tinder. You got to work for it, but it'll shred just about anything. It's like a stainless steel micro beveled one. It's pretty wild. So, and then just another El Cheapo striker that came out of one of those little mail order Chinese survival kits that also came with this compass that I just took off, just so that it sits there. And it's accurate enough for what I need. And then another Petzl mini light. This sucker I picked up on sale for like 20 bucks. And it works pretty good. It's one of those zip cord in the back ones again. But if you're wearing a toque or something, or you know, you're used to wearing a hard hat or something, that's pretty good. It flips out. You can use it just as a table lamp as I drop stuff over. Yeah, it works. Okay, so that garbage is done. Now we have my 7-year pen with the skull and crossbones on there and the need coffee. Trust me, that is a need. Look at the size of that mug. Now I've got fairly large hands. It's a fairly big mug of coffee. That's about 6 cups in there, so that's about half a pot. I'd go through about 2 of those in a morning. Lovely. Diamond rod. I am tough on knives. You know how they say razor sharp knife? Get it sharp enough to do the job. I'm brutal on them. And finally, just a little pen-sized flashlight. Cheap, one mode. It's not like it's going to be one of those tactical flashlights or anything. It's just, it gets me through the night, holds a bunch of AAA batteries. Hence why we've got extras. Little button compass, same thing, came off a thing. Apparently this glows in the dark. Don't know, never tried it. Grease. Now this is some sort of eucalyptus balm and stuff like that, but you rub it on a piece of paper or a piece of cloth or something, it's going to go up like stank. So, and it's sealed off with a little bit of electrical tape. Yeah, it smells good too. Nail clippers, pretty standard. Lip balm, same thing. A little bit of cash. Now this is Burt's Bees Blemish Stick. And I won't be able to get a... Pretty good though. You get a cut, you rub this on there. It's got a little roller top like an old school antiperspirant. Sits, cuts, scrapes, anything like that. Works pretty good. Also, it's 99% alcohol, so this is also a fire starter as well. So we have, now they're always talking about having 3 things. So we have the lighter, the ferro rod. I don't have matches around here though. Okay. Well, this, that, yeah, figure it out somehow. Eye drops. Fantastic. This is Saskatchewan that I live in. This shit is needed. I wear contacts as well as glasses, so this stuff works for both. Dry. Arizona is not dry compared to Saskatchewan in the middle of winter. It's minus 22 Celsius right now. Yeah, it's dry. It really freaking cold to Americans. So, always need that. Pretty standard little knife. This one I've had for like decades. So cheap, but it's lasted long. It's fairly hefty. So it works. Notepad, Moleskine books. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah. Fisherman's Friends. Another notepad, batteries, a little doohickey for clinging on to cordage of some sort, a backup striker. Now this is a silk hotkey. Now this, I even use at work. I work in a big ass building. So this is kind of cool. Yeah, all different types. Open her up. I know they work. Yeah. So, never run out of water. Little roll of gauze just in case I get a boo-boo. So between this, the astringent, a little bit of tape. There's duct tape, fishing line with a Ranger band, also known as... Let's try this again. Part 2. Maybe I can stitch this together. So, duct tape, fishing line underneath a Ranger band. The Ranger band is a chopped up piece of bicycle inner tube. Mountain biking is awesome. So fishing line and a little bit of electrical tape all wrapped around a card. Now apparently I wrapped my electrical tape too tightly. It's now doing that to it. Who'da knew? Moleskin blanket. Now my theory is we take that and that, we make a bed out of that, lie underneath that thing. Now I usually have a truck or a fairly hefty jacket or something. To the weather you have to dress. So, a one nap shelter, that type of thing. This is just a little plastic tube that came out of the fecal matter collection bags for my dog. And then I just wrapped an elastic band around it. Never know when you need elastic bands. Okay. This is a old film canister with a little bit of electrical tape, one more piece of inner tube, and about 4 gloves in there. Just to keep them safe and dry, and so I use them. I use them all the time. If I need to do something kind of gross, fantastic. I need to fill it up again. I see there's only about 4 in there out of the 6 I usually carry. Fisherman's Friends. I usually have 2 packs on me. As soon as I finish the one that's in the coat, I will transfer this one to the coat, put a fresh one into here. Works pretty good. I always keep a little bit of food. I keep 3 Cliff bars. These are those Cliff organic bars. These are wonderful. I am massively sensitive to caffeine. That stuff keeps me awake like no tomorrow. I'm a jittery human being drinking that stuff. This one has enough caffeine that's equivalent to a half cup of coffee. So if I don't want to go to sleep, pop one of those. Kind of makes me a little jittery. And also just some Halloween candy that I threw in there. They're little bones. So 3 bars, 3 of those candies, and then 3 packs of those little candies there. That's enough calories to get me home. Water bottle. Always filled with water. I don't leave the house without it full of water. It's also stainless steel. Even though it's got a paint job, you add a little bail to that. You can make water, you can make soup, you can do whatever in there. That little adventure towel bag. Most of this little stuff goes into that and then into the backpack. That is an M&M bag. William Collins, the knife maker guy from Texas. The whittle on a stick. He keeps a beef jerky bag. Not a fan of the beef jerky bag. Too much flavor, it leaves a smell, stuff like that. That bag there is at least as strong as the beef jerky bags and stuff like that. That's the 2-pound bag from Costco. It is awesome. Ziploc top to it, holds water, holds stuff, tinder. That there is a big ass, I think they call them Fresnel lenses. I don't want a little Fresnel lens. I may as well get a big one, because then in doubt I can have 4 of them if I cut it into quarters. So that'll be okay. And I keep it inside of a old shipping envelope. It's got a little bit of the plastic inside of there. You shred that up, you get a spark on that, that stuff will burn. Burn hot, it'll burn smoky. So it is what it is. That's usually what I carry, other than the standard keys, wallet, that type of stuff. You know, there's a bunch of stuff in the truck that might get a separate video. Um, yeah. Plus, I've got a get home bag, which I call the truck bag. And then I also have what's called the refugee bag, because if you're leaving home, you're a refugee. The whole bug in, bug out thing. I do understand the purpose of bug out, but yeah, is what is. Okay, till the next one.